Hi there. I put out a request or you can say a request on Instagram and on Facebook on my pages asking for questions from people, any questions that they would like answered by me or that they'd like to know about me. So I got a few different questions on Instagram and on Facebook, and then I had some people even mail me one. So um, I'm going to answer as many as I can now and um, let you let you know a little bit about me behind the scenes, you could say. If you missed it and you would like to be a part of it next time, you can just follow me on Instagram or on Facebook. The links are below, and then you will see there when I ask for anyone to take part in asking questions or doing a Q&A or anything that I might be up to. You can find out over there as well. I hope that everyone's doing well in this. We are currently still in lockdown. They've extended it to, we've got different levels in South Africa. So we were on level 5 and now we're going down to level 4, which means that it's mostly still just a lockdown. They've just got a few extra places that are allowed to open. So this is now going into the second month that we've been on lockdown. People are starting to lose their marbles a little bit. They're not very happy, especially seeing as in South Africa you're not allowed to buy alcohol or cigarettes while on lockdown. So that's causing a lot of problems, especially the cigarettes part. So because people don't understand why they can't buy cigarettes. So it's just causing a lot of problems out there. So I hope that you're staying safe and you're staying healthy and looking after yourselves, not just health-wise, but also mentally. Let's get started with the questions. So one of the questions I was asked, which I thought was quite funny because it's one of the guys that follow me on Instagram, was, are you single or engaged? I'm actually married, and I've been married now, this year will be 5 years, but I've been with my husband for 8 years, and we're very happily married. So yes, married. Sorry, I'm not wearing my rings though because, I've just come back from the shop and I don't like wearing it when I have to spray that stuff on the sanitizer on your hands. And then one of the ladies that follow me on Instagram, she is one of the ones that comments the most on my stuff, which I really do appreciate. She asked me, are you aware you have a great sense of humor? So I want to say thank you very much. People have told me I have a great sense of humor. I don't always believe it though. I think people, we all have our confidence issues. I don't always try and be funny, but sometimes the stuff I say apparently is very funny. My daughter thinks I'm hilarious, even when I'm not trying to be funny. So yeah, but thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment. I wanted to say, I'm not going to say who the names of the people that asked this because I'm not sure I'm not sure they want to be known. So I'm not going to say who they are, but I mean, you know who asked what questions. Okay. Do you like makeup even though I see you hardly wear any? That's a good question. Well, I hardly wear any makeup. I used to, because I used to be a model and I used to wear a lot of makeup even when I was in school. And I think I just got over it because my skin, I'm lucky I don't have to wear makeup. And I think it's because I don't wear that much makeup that I've gotten to a point where I don't have to wear makeup every day. So if I'm going to be doing something special or going out for the night or in some videos that I do, then I'll put makeup on, but otherwise I'm not really bothered with it. But I actually love makeup, which I know is very weird. I love looking at makeup. I love playing with makeup. If I can do other people's faces, I'm very happy, but I'm not really bothered with my own. I think it's just because I'm a little bit of a bohemian and a free spirit, so I'm just not really too bothered with it, unless I really have to be. Because I think makeup should just enhance what's already there, and it shouldn't make you feel like you have to wear it to be able to be beautiful or whatever. So that's why My husband actually doesn't like it when I wear makeup. He says that it's not naturally me. It's like I'm trying to cover me. So he actually likes it when I don't wear makeup. Are you happily married? Yes, I am. Just like any other person, any other couples, we have problems. It wouldn't be natural if we didn't have problems. I think it would be a problem if we didn't have any problems, because that would mean that we're not communicating. So yes, we do have issues just like any other normal couple, but we work through our issues, and I am very happily married, and I do love my husband very much. Is there anything you would change about your husband? It's actually a good question, because a lot of people, I've noticed, when they get married, hey, especially when you're young, if you get married too young, I know because in my previous marriage I did this, and because I got married when I was 20, and it's just the wrong mindset to have. So no, I don't want to change anything in my husband, because I love him the way he is. Yes, there are things that irritate me, but I'm not going to change him because I married him the way he is. So I have to accept him the way that he is. If he's going to change anything, he will have to work through it himself. If something bugs him about himself, and the Lord will have to help him through that. But I'm not going to try and change him because I can't, and it's not my job to do that. And I think that's where a lot of people in marriages go wrong, is they think, oh, I'll marry this person, this thing irritates me, but I'll change them, I'll get them to stop doing it. It won't work. It will not, he will not, or she will not stop doing it, because that might be part of who they are. Yes, people have bad habits, and we hope that sometimes the Lord will help them through those things, but you as their spouse cannot do anything about that, because it's not your job to do anything about it. So no, I don't want to change anything about my husband. I don't think anyone should want to change anything about their spouse, because you as the spouse are supposed to love that person exactly the way they are. You're supposed to be their safe haven, their safety net. And if you are also trying to change them, we're in a world that is constantly trying to change people, then you're not really the person that they need actually in their lives. What would you change about yourself? Well, I'm not really, if I needed to change something about myself, I do. I work on it often with the Lord. There's things, in the past, my husband doesn't want to believe this because he doesn't know me like that, but my previous husband can attest to the fact that I had a very, very bad temper. My mom thought I was bipolar, actually. And I wasn't like that when I was in school. I don't know, for some reason when I got married, I just I got very angry. Weird. But I used to throw things around, throw things at him. It was bad. It was bad. I didn't like myself, because I'm not like that. I'm actually a very happy, loving, happy-go-lucky type of person. I usually accept people the way they are. But I don't know, for some reason, for years, I was like the devil. And I realized one day when I was looking at my children that I had to stop. And I asked the Lord to help me change that and not have a temper anymore. And it took, I think, just over a year, and it took lots of prayer, lots of work, and not like, you can't say I'm going to try and change. You just have to say I'm going to change. There's no two ways about it. It has to happen, and then you do it. So if it's something like that, then yes. But at the moment, I don't think there's anything I need to change about myself. I like me the way that I am. There are obviously habits that I need to put into place, that I need to do, like eating habits and exercising habits and Bible reading habits. All of those things are things that I work on, but I wouldn't say that there's anything about me specifically that I'd like to change. Obviously, I'd love to have a nice figure, but that's my own fault because, I love food. So, I have to work on that. I have to work on exercising. It doesn't help I wish for something to change. I have to do it myself. I have to actually fix it myself. There's no genies out there that can actually just say, there you go, abracadabra, and you are changed. Do you enjoy being weird, or do you secretly wish you were normal? um, and my mom likes to ask me something like this as well. She doesn't understand me sometimes because she's very normal, um, very corporate orientated, like corporate minded, and I'm the opposite of corporate minded. I don't like corporate companies because I believe that they want people to be like sheep. Um, in fact, I've only heard of one company, which is the company that my husband works for, that is a corporate company that is not like that. They don't, they like their staff being different, you know, they like the vibrancy of it. And the company I worked for before this, but it wasn't a corporate company, she loved weird people. So, you know, I think that I can tell you I don't secretly wish to be normal. I really enjoy the way that I am. I like being weird. I like standing out. I like just being different because I don't like being part of the sheep that follow everybody around and just want to be the same as everybody else. I'm not like that. I really enjoy who I am. You know, I don't want to change at all. So no, I don't secretly wish I was normal. I really love being weird. I'm proudly weird. Okay, what's the next one? Are you always an extrovert? I don't know. I don't think I'm always an extrovert. I think that some people, I think other extroverts can probably agree with me that sometimes, maybe it's just me because I've got different like facets of my personality because I'm a writer, which makes me more of an introvert sometimes, because I lock onto my writing and I go into my own world. And I'm also a reader, which also can make me a little bit more introverted. But then I'm also a musician and a singer-songwriter. I also love people, and I love talking to people and being around people. I used to have a lot of friends. I don't anymore because of personal reasons that I'd rather not discuss. But I think that no person is the same all the time. So I have moments of where I'm introverted and I just sit and read, and you hardly see me unless you're walking past me the whole time. Or like my daughter, she says she never wants to talk to me until I pick up a book, and then she just wants to talk to me all the time. And then you get those memes where it's like, "Can you please leave me alone?" But I don't tell her that though. But yes, you do get moments where you are introverted, but most of the time I would say my personality is extroverted because I'm one of those people that if I like your hair, I'm going to tell you whether I know you or not. If I see that you really are upset about something, when there's no social distancing happening, then I might actually walk up to you and give you a hug if you need one, if it looks like you need one. I'm that type of person. But I do have my moments where I just want to be alone and I want to be within my world. Basically, I think it's when I need to just work things out in my mind, and not have outside influences, besides God, obviously. So, yeah, I don't think I'm extroverted all the time. Do you enjoy reading too, or just writing? I love reading, not just writing. I love writing, but I love reading as well. I read quite fast, so I go through books very quickly. I mean, in the past week now, I've read, I think it's six books. Yeah, in the past week, I read about 6 books now already. So I love reading. I do it quickly and I enjoy it. And if it's a book that I get lost in, then I always feel like I'm still living in that world, like Cassandra Clare. She always makes it difficult to come out of the Shadowhunter world. So yeah, I love reading, not just writing. When did you start making jewelry? Well, I started just before my youngest daughter got ill, and she got ill when she was 3. So it was just the year before she turned 3, so she was maybe 2.5. So that is So it was around 2006, end of 2006. It was about the time that I resigned from a very big corporate bank. Just after that, because I went and I studied. And then I think it was just after that, as an extra thing that I kept the kids busy with as well. And I started doing jewelry. And then when Alexis got ill and we'd have to stay in hospital for like over a month, I actually used to take with a whole big holder of beads and stuff. And that's what we used to sit on the beds and just make necklaces all the time, because it was how I could keep her busy and her mind occupied, because she was hyperactive. So that's one of the ways that, and she really enjoyed it as well. So that's when I started, and then it just got more and more serious as I went along. Do you still love making jewelry? Yes, I do. I love it. It's another way I go into my own world, because I actually loved fashion design as well. I started studying it but had to give up studying it because of finances. And this is a way that I actually really can get to stay in that world, and I absolutely love jewelry making. I go into my own little cocoon when I'm doing it. Are you a family person? Yes, I am. If you hurt my family, you will die. Slow and painful death. Any one of my family members, I'm very protective over them. People know that about me. Like, you know, people know that I do not take nonsense when it comes to my family, and that I will stand up for them. I'm not generally a fighter. I'm a lover, but unless someone starts with one of my family members or my children or anyone like that, then I want to hurt them. So yeah, I'm a very big family person. I believe in helping family. I believe that family should support each other and love each other and help each other, and through hard times, because when one family member might be having a hard time, at a later stage that family member might be having a good time and you might be having a hard time, and that's how family helps each other the whole time. So I'm a person that strongly believes that family should help each other. Do you still do nails? A lot of people didn't even know that I do nails. I think this, if I remember correctly, this is from someone that knows me. I don't do nails for other people unless I'm doing it for my mom or my daughter, because she's now of age. So I didn't really want to do it, because as a nail technician, any nail technicians out there know that it's not good for people's nails when they're that young, because they're still very porous. But I don't do my own nails much anymore either, because I play guitar, so I can't have long nails. And then I think there's no real point in me going to so much effort just for short nails, because you can't really do much art and stuff on it. And my nails themselves are actually very strong, so I don't have to put overlays on and stuff like that. So I don't really do nails. I've still got everything, but I only do it when someone asks me, like my daughter or my mom or something. But I don't really do it. I don't do it for money, and I don't really do it for other people anymore. So yeah. And then, do you have children? So this is probably from someone that doesn't know me at all. I do have. I have two of my own. One is, she's now 18. She's in matric, which is Storm, which I'm sure you've heard me talk about and seen on some of my videos. The other one is Alexis, which is, she passed away. She's in heaven now. She passed away when she was 5. She would have been 16 this year. I can't believe how time flies. And then I've got my 3 stepdaughters. So the one is Cassandra. She is 19. She's turning 20 this year, but she's married and she has a little baby boy. He's so cute. And then the other one is Shannon Lee, and the other one's Tyler Jade. They live with their grandmother, and yeah, they also teenagers. So I have 5 children, all in all, if you don't count the dogs, which you've got 2 dogs, it's my fur babies, and that's it. I think that's enough though. That's 7, if I count the fur babies, that's 7 children. Lots of kids. So those are all the questions that I'm going to answer today. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you know a little bit more about me, and that you will, you can, if you have any other questions, you can always just give them to me. I'll keep them for when I do a Q&A again. You can send them through to me on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter. You can send it on Twitter if you follow me there, but you can send it on also on Facebook or Instagram, or even mail me if you watch my videos and you see my email address there. It's also, you can also do it that way. So if you enjoyed the video, if you can please give it a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed already, if you can please do so and click the subscription block below. It shows support for my channel, which I also really do appreciate. And if you look in the description block below, all of my social media will be there. So if you want to follow me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or anywhere, you can go and look there. Also, my blog is there, and my Patreon account, which is where you'll find more content from me. My Patreon account is also the best place for you to support what I do on this channel and also what I do on my blog. So I hope that you have a lovely day further. Enjoy your moments. Goodbye.